Hi, this is Apostle Dr. Jewel Williams here with our wisdom moment. And today I want to talk to you from a topic that I heard the Lord speak to me, and it says, He is coming for your alternate reality. Now, what does alternate reality mean? First of all, you really see this parallel universe in fiction when people write. And the definition says a self-contained separate world, universe, or reality coexisting with the real world, which is used and again in writing, uses a recurring plot point or setting used in fantasy and science fiction. What does that have to do with what I just said? Let me give you the scripture. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 9 through 12. So I'm reading the English Standard Version, and this is what it says. The coming of the lawless one is by the activity of Satan with all power and false signs and wonders, and with all wicked deception for those who are perishing because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. Therefore, God sends them a strong delusion so that they may believe what is false, in order that all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Again, you say, what does that have to do? So this is what I heard the Lord saying as I was preparing the other day. He said, I'm coming for those alternate realities. What's a spiritual alternate reality? This is the place where you know you are the one showing up in all of these scenes, right? But yet you're victim, you make yourself the victim. It's always somebody else has done you wrong. Somebody has mistreated you. Somebody has done this, that, and the other. And because of, in your mind, these people have done these things to you, you have now given yourself a pass. You've given yourself a right to your sin. You've given yourself a right to your addiction. You've given yourself a right to whatever it is that pleases your flesh, but it's not pleasing to the Spirit of God. He said that's a spiritual alternate reality. It is trying to coexist with the truth, but it really is a lie. The scripture says that delusion, that wicked deception, God says in this season, in this time, He is asking for, and He's calling, He's trying to woo us back to that place where we do like the psalmist said it and say, Lord, check my heart. See if there be any wicked way in me. If not, because I want to walk in the path everlasting. And I'm paraphrasing. And so God is wanting to let us know that He is coming for those places and spaces in us that we have allowed ourselves to dwell in. This is God's truth, but this is our alternate reality. So when God calls something a sin, you was like, well, that's my right. I was hurt. My mom did this to me, or my father did this. So I had a right to be angry. I had a right to do this. I had a right to drink. I had a right to that sin. I had a right to have that affair because my spouse wasn't loving me the way that they were supposed to. Even if that were true, God's truth calls that adultery. God's truth says that's an addiction. God's truth says that that's an excuse. God's truth says you and I are responsible to come, confess, and bring our situations to Him so that He can help us and fix us. So I just want to encourage someone today. This wasn't necessarily a fun message, but I want to encourage someone today to let God do the work in you so you don't find yourself losing out on every promise that He has for you. You don't find yourself losing out on the benefits of walking rightly before Him. So my prayer for you today is that you would say, God, show me myself. What is in me that does not look like you? And then I give you the permission to take it out. God bless.